Greetings. Before intro was not played, so that's why I was like,
no drip, this tell them run it on. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell them run it on. I wake up, flex, thumb down,
Ebony sports reporters, Tell them run it on.
No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell them run it on. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm liquid grid. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady.
Hey, everything on my mind, young fella.
Sports wise.
Hey, you can't be asking. You got to, let me know. Man, just been a long week. Been a long week, and that's about it, man. Just just do what we do. That's all. How about you, young fella?
All right. Yeah, we progressing and all that. And Coach Julius Hall is not here right now. So we're going to say the World Baseball Classic. Some people say it was a classic game. It has now basically helping to transcend baseball, the American pastime. It's called America's pastime that now other people are not into it. And again, what happened with the guys Shohei and Mike Trout at the bat. Shohei pitching and bam. Shohei took it out. Japan won the World Baseball Classic. What's your thoughts on that, Coach Bernard Brown? Because we know Coach Julius Hall, if it ain't about, his teams, he ain't concerned about the World Baseball Classic.
Right. I haven't been watching it. It snuck down on me. But you know what? And this how it is, Jamal. Anytime you bring a World Classic and you bring the USA and you bring other countries, our country struggle. They struggle definitely because these guys, Japan and all of them, already played together. These guys been playing together forever. With the United States, we try to put our best to play their best, and sometimes our team don't be as good as the rest of them, and it's hard for our team to really compete with them because you got to have, chemistry. You got to have, when this player this and that. And the United States don't do it. They put a team together in 1 month and you expect to beat a team that been together forever. That's why we lose. The only reason why we win in the Classic when it comes to basketball, we are more athletic and they blend in more. But any other thing, any other country, soccer, any of that, if you look at history, Jamal, we struggle. We struggle. We struggle. So I'm not surprised that they won. I'm not surprised the United States didn't win.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're going to say that we need to have some more starting pitchers play. But again, they would say it worked out well because baseball is going to grow. With regards to that, and so some other topics that, again, Julius Hall is not here, and I don't know if you caught the game, Coach Bernard Brown, Savannah Hurricanes, they had the game, they did not win, but what happened? Lindsey Streeter, we're going to say thank you to all of you who are checking out Ebony Sports Reports, all you who came to the game. He said they had 1,300 people there at Beach High School for the last game, and that he was ecstatic about that, happy about that. And so we now see the things that we can do with regard to Savannah Hurricanes. And so they're moving on now to the playoffs. So again, to the Ebony Sports Reporters family, we say thank y'all, because we did a live from there. On Saturday. Coach Al was there. Coach Julius Hall, myself was there. And so, yes. So, again, Lindsey Street, the owner of Savannah Hurricanes, wanted to send a shout out to everybody and say thank you all for supporting them on Saturday. And yes. So, we look and see big things. And then we see another connection occur with 27-17. Now they're looking at incorporate some of that with regard to the training. So, we're looking for big things. And Now, again, Coach Julius Hall is not here, but I'm going to ask you, Coach Bernard Brown, what's supposed to happen? Savannah Ghost Pirates, because we know that sometimes y'all don't want to talk about hockey. Savannah Ghost Pirates have a Savannah State night. Savannah State night is April 15th. Savannah State night. What's your thoughts about that, Coach Bernard Brown? Savannah State night. Savannah Ghost Pirates. Hockey.
You say what? You say hockey?
Yes, sir. Hockey. Savannah Ghost Pirates at the Enmark Arena. Savannah State night, April 15th.
And how many black people on the hockey team?
I'm not sure, Coach Bernard Brown. I'm not sure. But black people have been going. Black Savannah's been going. So
okay. All right. Congratulations. And if I'm in town, I'll go with you. I know one of my partners trying to get me to go. I'm really not into hockey. I'm into skating, but I'm not really into hockey. So anything that any professional team, on a serious note, any professional team that come to Savannah, Georgia, you know, I support them. Whether it's hockey, volleyball, whatever. But my question is to you, Jamal, is Al can show up on last Saturday to Beach, why he can't show up on the show? I mean, I ain't trying to start nothing. I'm just saying.
Coach Bernard Brown, excellent question. I don't know. He was there. I don't know. He was there. And he got mad at the referee. I'm just saying, no, he got mad at the coach. He got mad at the coach for the Fredericksburg Grizzly. He got mad with them because he thought the coach was doing too much. He said he had been checking him up, getting him out the game. So, yeah, he did show up for that, Coach Bernard Brown. Good question. So, Coach Al, guess what? The ball's in your court now. People trying to figure out. People want to know. Inquiring minds want to know about that, Coach Al. Right. Yes, sir. Yes, That's sir. Right. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Don't play hooky from the school. How you gonna play hooky for the school and then come to the game the next day? Come on, man, you bigger than Al. But anyway, I will go definitely, Jamal. I will come to that hockey game with you. If you go, I would definitely be there.
Okay, all right. So.
I've never been to a hockey game, never in my life. First time for everything.
So, and some people are quite excited about it. Some people say they like hockey. They say hockey is something that just to get their blood flowing. So, yeah. So, we're going to go on. And so, Mr. Producer, we have a video, Mr. Producer. We want to see that video. The boxing training, Mr. Producer.
All right, check out my swing here.
I'm going.
Stop playing with me. Doing too much. Stop playing with me.
What is going on? Why are they muting?
I don't know.
The people can't. We can't see the video.
Who producing?
I'm just gonna say this: they went to Windsor Forest. They went to Windsor Forest.
You're not gonna do this to me,
man. Lord,
listen. The editing skills are not the skills that I would exhibit. That's what they put out in the Jamal Terrain.
Hey.
All right, okay, but what we'll do, we'll move on. We'll wait. Coach Julius Hall may come in and he may be able to manage that. So we're going.
No, that's what he put out there.
Man, this the number one sports show in the world, man. We can't be we don't need all these hiccups.
I don't know what's going on with them. All right.
So we won't sweat it. We do this. So Coach Bernard Brown, John Morant. His actions, they are not saying, may cost him $39 million because he is supposed to play, because he will not be fulfilled certain number of games that he could achieve and get some awards. And that will probably, in his contract, cost him $39 million. What's your thoughts on that, Coach Bernard Brown?
Hey, I'm going to break it down to you. Jamal, that's not going to happen. They're going to give him his money. He is must-see TV. his brand, ain't no endorsement, drop them. I mean, he's still young. He made a mistake. And if the Mystery Grizzly don't give him, if he's losing $30 million, trust me, his rookie contract is up next year. So you want to play that game with? You want to play that game? So that's not gonna happen. His endorsement, he make more money doing endorsement than he do playing basketball. So I don't think he's gonna lose $39 million. I don't think that's gonna happen. But they're gonna sweep that under the table. And you see that boy last night? Did you see that boy last night? That boy is must see TV. If you get his head together, he gonna be the best player in the NBA. He already in the top 5. I stayed up just to watch him. I mean,
okay.
He got a lot of people talk to him. He's cleaning up his act. He got Jalen Rose talk to him. He got Iverson talk to him. He got people like, look, little young fella. I don't think you will see him in an incident like that again. On a serious note.
Mm-hmm. So now what they're saying is in the contract is with regards to incentive that because based on him to receive any awards being first team, third team, or second team NBA, NBA, he has to meet a number of games. And they said now that he has not been suspended, he may not be meeting the number of games that is needed for that. So they're saying, what people are throwing out there is saying that this is something that he didn't cause upon himself, and that his team around him, the squad around him, should have been sensitive, saying, listen, if he gets suspended and that his contract, part of his incentives that he could get $39 million, and all he had to do was just play a number of games, and he, just like you said last night, how he played, he would be guaranteed an all-star. But now, based on the NBA rules and collective bargaining, they say, hey, listen, he's not eligible. So now I think a whole bunch of people in his camp probably not trying to talk to him. I should say talking to his camp as to what they can no longer do. You're right. And that's the dangerous thing. But
it is. But I guarantee you this, Jamal. He may lose $39 million, but I guarantee, you know how you look under the table? It's gonna be $39 million under that table. And it may be in the Barber agreement, but the Mystery Grizzly ain't no fool now. You see what happened when he came back? Sold out.
Mm-hmm.
Sold out.
Yes.
Everywhere. Now, you know what happened? Even though it was a bad situation, Jamal, and it kind of like got on the butt, everywhere he go now, it's going to be packed.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we go to this right here. SEC basketball. What's your thoughts on it? Men and women. SEC basketball. Men and women. They've been doing some things in March Madness. What's your thoughts on that, Coach Bernard Brown?
Man, it's been a lot of upsets. Man, that's one thing about March Madness I like, man. Anything can happen. You go around and you pick these brackets, but man, you see Arkansas upset, and people who's in right now in what 16. I mean, teams that in there very surprised. And probably about one number 1 seed left. And that's what I told y'all like a couple weeks ago. It's really no superstar in NCAA basketball because they all going to the G League. But so that's why it's competing. A number 13 can be the number 1 any day right now in college basketball because all the superstars is not there. So now, if you get in the dance, you may be dancing. So that's what's going on here. I'm not surprised, but it's exciting. It's exciting basketball because you don't know what's gonna happen. And far as the ladies, I'm still saying South Carolina, man. Y'all, you have to go through them. It was some upsets. But my sneaker, the person that's gonna sneak in there, man, I got to watch out for Notre Dame. You know, that girl is playing. That she's coaching her butt off. She played for Notre Dame. Her son played for the Orlando Magic. And so, you know, it's been put it this way, Jamal. If you sit down and you watch that game, you're gonna sit there to the whole game till it's in because you don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay. So now what's your thoughts with regard to the SEC, how they have performed? And that some people saying the SEC this season right here, men and women basketball have been major players with regards to this and that, saying, hey, you can look at not just say a football conference, but you can look and say, hey, the basketball is been on par.
Yeah, and all the sports in the SEC, whether you come from football, basketball, baseball, whatever, they compete. That's right there, the number one conference in all sports. That's the number one conference. Because you know what? All the great players, all the players who's supposed to be somebody, they going to the SEC.
Okay.
You get more exposure and competing. Yeah. And you up your draft pick. If they see you went to Georgia, Alabama, Auburn, any schools like that, that's gonna up your value in to the next level. Because they know you got to compete in the SEC. You got to compete.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
right.
Definitely.
And so just to share this with the audience, for again, the audience out there, the Ebony Sports Reporters, we say share. This is the 8th anniversary of the Lady Tigers from Savannah State making it to the March Dance. That is, again, to the big dance, the March Madness, the March Dance, all that. Savannah State Lady Tigers, the first team in Savannah, Division I, to ever go and play in the big dance, in the March Madness, in the March Dance. The first time ever. This is the 8th anniversary. Coach Cedric Baker and to all those Lady Tigers from that time period. Again, we give you all a shout out with regards to that. And so now, Coach Bernard Brown, we come to you about this.
Yes.
Giannis, Embiid, Joker, or who for MVP in the NBA? What's your thoughts on that, Coach Bernard Brown?
You want me to break? Let me get my glasses.
I'm just saying. Now I'm just putting it out there. I'm like, what's your thoughts on that? So some people saying Giannis, some saying Embiid, some say Joker is kind of losing it right now. But who you might see? You haven't had somebody else.
Now, let me tell you something. Embiid, he should have won it last year. He should win it this year. Okay. This boy is unstoppable. This boy can drop the threes. This boy is a bad boy. At the end of the day, I don't know what the hell those white writers are voting for this dude from Denver. All he's doing is packing his stats. This dude haven't won anything. He barely getting out of the West. If I'm telling you right now, and you hear this on Ebony Sports Reporter tonight, if they give that white boy MVP for the third time, I would never watch another NBA game again. Period.
Whoa.
Trust me. If he win it one more time, that's it for me. Come on now. How you gonna be the only white boy in Africa and you winning MVP 3 times? Come on now. Yeah, I'm not impressed. Impressed.
Okay.
You know that. Come on, man.
Coach Bernard Brown. Giving his perspective.
Hey, Embiid is must-see TV, man. Man, this boy can play. I guarantee you, if he didn't have those injuries coming up, it's a process. Man, this boy would have won. He probably would have had 3 championships.
Okay.
He probably would have had 3 MVP. You cannot stop this boy. And you mean to tell me this white boy for Denver is better than him and we in Africa? Nah. He trust me. When they put Denver, I don't care where they go at. They ain't selling out. Come on now. They ain't selling out.
Wow. Okay.
You know, so all the white riders, I'm telling you right now, just because he white and look like y'all, come on, y'all need to be fair. You know he patting his stats. Right now, MV, He's leading the league in scoring. He in all top five statistics. His team was on a 10-game winning streak, had a hiccup, now they starting another winning streak. This boy is a bad boy. And he doing the same thing Jokic doing, but better.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, if that happened, hey, I won't watch it. I won't. You know, nah. The baddest white boy that ever played in the NBA, white boy, and saved the NBA is Larry Bird. And he won it 3 times and he deserved it. So if Larry Bird don't come back to the NBA, man, I'm done. That's the only white boy I can say win 3. Giannis, he's slow. He can't jump. He don't get up and down the court. You know what I'm saying? And when he was playing in the West, every team he played with, one of the superstars probably hurt or whatever. He don't make his teammate better. And so I don't understand why he had 1, 2, and if he get 3, I'm done. I'm done.
Okay. Coach Bernard Brown.
Yeah. I'm ready tonight. I'm ready.
All right. Okay. And so now we go on this right here. It's collusion. Or is it collusion regarding Lamar Jackson? I'm saying it seemed like collusion to me. What's your thoughts? Is it collusion?
Hey, I'm glad you asked me that question. Now, let me break it down to the NFL and people don't know. Lamar Jackson mama is his agent. He don't have an agent. Lamar Jackson and his mama is his agent. So this was going on. If Lamar Jackson and his mama get him $239 million and they give him that and he ain't had no agent, now what's going to happen to the other agent when they say, well, if he got $239 without an agent, what the hell I need an agent for? So some of the agent is in cahoots with it because that's what's going on. If me and my mama can give me $39 million, why in the hell I need John and Jeffrey and all of them to represent me? Well, I can represent myself if I'm playing. And that's it. And it's another, I know y'all saying, it's a black-white. It is a black-white thing. If John Elway and his mama was their agent, they'd have been there giving his money. But the problem is, Jamal, like I say, his mama and Lamar is their agent. If he get $239 million, a lot of agents gonna lose their job because they say, hey, I don't need you. I can do this, but Lamar and his mama did it. I can do this too. And that's facts. That's straight up facts. Because I do my research. Hey, trust me. Ebony Sports Pro, we bring you real and facts. Not that far Fox shit. We bring you the real deal Holyfield. That's what's going on there, Jamal. That's why it's a hold up. That's what's going on.
And you heard it from Coach Bernard Brown. He even say it's not just collusion with regards to the owners and GMs and teams, that now you may even have collusion with regards to the agents. And that is something that is unique right there. Because again, the agents saying, hey, listen, for us to keep this brand like this for us, we cannot let some person who is not an agent get that type of money. So yeah, excellent point. And you say Coach Bernard Brown put it out there. So again, that's the type of stuff we're looking at. And so Stephen A went and said about his perspective with regard to the whole Lamar Jackson. What's your thoughts with regard to Stephen A. Smith and his thoughts with regard to the Lamar Jackson, as I say, fiasco going on, but the Lamar Jackson situation?
I can't. Stephen is like wishy-washy. He's up and down. I can't really trust anything he say. You know what I'm saying? 1 minute he for the black people, and the next minute he with the white, and the next he being political correct. I really don't care much about him. I don't really pay too much attention to him because I think he fake. I think whatever fit him, he let money got to him. He's the highest paid, ESPN man, and he making that money, but I wouldn't have him on my team because he would definitely switch. I really didn't hear anything he said about Lamar Jackson. But I guarantee you, knowing him, he got some BS in it. You know, that's just the way he is, man. He's like Van Johnson, man. He'll sell you out in a minute. I'm just saying.
The opinion of Coach Bernard Brown is merely the opinion of Coach Bernard Brown. That's for another show called The Rabble, not Ebony Sports Reporters.
I'm sorry.
The opinion of Coach Bernard Brown is merely his opinion. And
yes,
when people are politically correct, there's nothing wrong with that. That's his opinion, not the opinion of Ebony Sports Reporters. So we're not go on with regards to Brandon Cook. Is Brandon Cook going to improve the Cowboys? You think Brandon Cook going to improve the Cowboys?
Let me tell you, the only thing going to improve the Cowboys when they get rid of they got rid of Elliott, so they need to get rid of Dak. Dak is not the man for that team. He can get you so far, and Dak can't throw downfield. And if this boy looking downfield wide open for Dak to throw him the ball, I'll be in the stand throwing it to him. The boy can't throw down. He can't throw down the field. You don't win no Super Bowl. You do not, Jamal, win a Super Bowl down and out 5, down and in 5. You got to get the long ball, especially if he got one great receiver. They got right now. The only thing hurting the Cowboys is Dak. Their offense is good. They got the speed now. They got their running back that gonna carry the ball about 30 times a game. They got that. They build the offensive line. They did a great job in the draft. The defense is defense. Dak, the only one, can stop the Dallas Cowboys. And I told you last week, get rid of Jack, bring Lamar Jackson to take his place. All y'all Dallas Cowboy fans, y'all finally will get a Super Bowl ring. It's been 30 years and you may get one.
Okay.
So he's improved everything. Dak is the problem.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So who do you think has improved so far? Who so far improved in your mind in the NFL?
Like I say, I like what the Cowboys did. I like what they did. I love what Philadelphia. I love what they did. But I think the NFC is way more stronger than the AFC. The AFC is just like the NBA in the East. You get lucky. You may get on a winning streak and then win up and you pop up there. But I love what Philadelphia did. If the Jets get Roger, they're gonna be a contender. Because they one quarterback away of getting to the dance. I love the way they did. They built their program. They took their licks. Now they got a solid team.
All right.
Miami, they're tight end away. They need a tight end so that boy don't take so many licks and hit. They need a tight end so they can go to that tight end. All
right.
But those are 3 teams I like. I like what Miami did. I like what Dallas did. And I definitely like what Philadelphia continued to do. And I love what the Jets are doing. So those my team. Okay.
So who should OBJ go to? Who should Odell go to? OBJ. Who should he go to? Where should it be chanting OBJ? Where should he go? Should he go to the Atlanta Falcons? Should he go to the Falcons? Where should he go? Carolina Panthers? Where should he go? Dallas Cowboys? OBJ. Where should Odell go to?
Hey, you hear it from the Ebony Sports Reporter. This is what's going on. He's going to New England. Elliott is going to New England. And New England got their running back and they got their wide receiver. And they get to go along with Jones, their quarterback. New England is going to be New England. This is what they're working with. I guarantee you, he's going to New England and Elliott going along with them. And that's a package deal. Watch and see what's going to happen.
And he said a guarantee. He said a guarantee.
Guarantee.
Okay.
Guaranteed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we kind of threw some of this out there. You threw some of this out here earlier. So Kansas gone, Kentucky gone, Duke gone, all gone. And think transfer portal has something to do with some of this right here.
Hey, you know what? Let me tell you who won the NCAA championship already. St. John, Rick Pitino. St. John, Rick Pitino. Trust me, that's one of the greatest hire they did so far, to bring Rick Pitino to St. John. Now St. John is coming back. They're gonna be on stage, the New York, the Garden. That was a good signing. They get this man 6 years, guaranteed contract for 6 years. Yeah. So but you know, like I said earlier, Jamad, man, I love March Madness because you don't know who all the big teams gone. Duke, you remember Duke used to always be there. Kentucky Utes, all the great players, man. Like I say, they're in the G League, getting ready to be drafted. They go overseas, make their money. So they got the coach now. They got the coach. They can't rely on good players no more, Jamal. They got the coach. And when you coach good, when you coach Jamal and you don't have nothing, this is what you do. You win a state championship. See? Wait. There you go. See that one right there? Touchdown.
I can't see nothing. I can't see nothing. I can't see nothing. I can't see nothing.
Hey.
I can't see nothing.
There you go. Hold on. There you go. All right.
I can't see nothing because my eyes are closed.
Hey, because you never won nothing. That's why you can't see. That's why you can't see, man. I'm sorry.
We are going to go to a break right now. Commercial break. We're going to a commercial break right now. Commercial break. Every sports supporters coming back. Coach Bernard Brown. We're going to a break right now. Since I can't see that because I ain't won nothing.
Yes, sir.
Coach Bernard Brown, Jamal Touré. All right. Coach Bernard Brown, before the break, you were discussing about, we threw out about Kansas, we threw about Duke, talking about Kentucky, and you went to St. John's. So somebody else from the old Big East, are you happy? Are you happy that Georgetown now has a new coach? Are you happy about that? What's your thoughts on that, Coach Bernard Brown?
You know what? I'm surprised. I didn't know this.
Yes.
They got rid of Patrick Ewing?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Man, that's surprising. I'm surprised at that. That's Georgetown is Patrick Ewing. And who they hired? What coach? Who they got?
From Providence. Yeah, the brother from Providence. Yeah.
Yeah. What have he done? And what have he done?
He's led them, and so that's what people are like excited about. They're like saying he can relate, he knows how to pull folks in, and so that's why. Because some people felt that what they were thinking, that Patrick was representing Georgetown, but it was like that classic stuff ain't happening because he's not making it gonna happen. So be interesting to see what's gonna happen with Georgetown.
Let me tell you what's gonna happen.
They said enough with regards to just holding on to Patrick, because especially when they were winless in the conference, but for a while on a winless streak.
Yeah, 3 years ago, Patrick took him to won the East and took him, where they took him to the NCAA dance. Let me tell you what's gonna happen. And people don't realize they can have Jesus coach Georgetown, and Georgetown still won't win because the players in the pool and the players in is not the players that it used to be. And if you're in a hellified coach, you're not gonna win. And for them to get rid of Patrick Ewing was crazy. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, and the coach they hired, he ain't gonna win. Ain't nobody going to Georgetown. Because if Patrick Ewing can't bring him in, and he alumni and he a legend, I know this dude ain't. I know he ain't. And the only way they're gonna win, they're gonna wake John Thompson up and bring Iverson and all those boys back. That's the only way Georgetown gonna win. So I think that was a terrible move. They should have given this man long enough. Trust me, 3 years ago he was winning. He brought them back from the garbage to right now. You're gonna lose. If you can't bring in players, you're gonna lose. And if you can't coach, you're gonna lose. So my thing is this. I won't watch Georgetown no more. They off my list cut. So,
well, folks are saying that Providence for Ed was winning with Providence, and they like he can bring it on, but that'll be interesting to see, because you say that folks are saying like that's in the past. Patrick won, but Patrick has been losing ever since, and Georgetown has somewhat been an embarrassment. So people like saying, do we hold on to it? Do we move forward? So that's why now. But some folks, I'm just saying, other people around the country are excited and happy for Ed, and they were like saying, "Wow, Providence is sad that he's left, but it's going to be interesting." So,
who Providence been beaten? Who Providence beat? Who they
Georgetown,
huh?
Georgetown,
St.
St. John, and St. John. So hey, Providence like saying, "Hey."
But I'm sorry. Until you beat Houston, Kentucky, Duke, the big time Tennessee, the big time school. All he did was beat Providence and Georgetown and all that. Now all of a sudden he the greatest coach. Man, people don't know shit. Whatever. They ain't gonna win. They can't beat Savannah State.
Coach Bernard Brown, we're not using profanity on Ebony Sports Reporters because our Black media channels, programs has caused some problems. I'm just saying. Coach Julius Hall, you're looking at the show, and that's why I'm just saying. Can you see me?
Jamar, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. All right. Hey. We can turn this into the non-Jamar debate show where it's coming in the future. So we can start tonight.
So we'll throw it on out there. Your boy Mike Tannenbaum, he said that Tony Pollard is the best thing since ice cream for the Cowboys. What's your thoughts?
I guess they forget about the Salvation Army boy that gave them probably about a good 4 good years. But Tony Pollard, yeah, he's the boy bad. I think, like I said, he's going to carry the ball more. He's going to run. He wasn't tipping like Elliott was tipping. And they got a great running game now. And one thing about it, your offensive line don't have to hold on to their block long with him.
Okay.
Because they know he's not in the backfield. When they hand the ball, they already know he done got through that hold and go.
Okay.
When Elliott was running,
okay,
they had to hold their block along because they know he was tipping back there. Now, that offensive line can move, stay on about a good 5 or 6 seconds. They know he down the field. So I agree with him. Yep. And you got to realize, though offensive line can hold about a good 10 seconds. If you ain't out that backfield, then you're either gonna get holding them or you're gonna get sacked. So, and Dallas are famous for having a great offensive line and a great running back, Emmitt Smith and all those boys. So I like Tony Pollard. I think he's gonna make the Pro Bowl. I think he's gonna be candidate for MVP, and I think he's gonna get close to 2,000 yards next year.
Really? Wow! Yeah. Wow! I would say so. All you all checking out the show, hold on to that. Write that down. Coach Bernard Brown said he's gonna have close to 2,000 yards. Close to 2,000 yards.
Guaranteed.
To 2,000 yards. That is interesting. Yeah. It's a 17-game season. So, well, I guess if you get 100 yards per game, you get 1,700, but not like back in the day when it was just 14 games, but then later 16 games. But he's saying close to 2,000 yards. I'm just saying, and that's what that was 14-game season. So I'm just saying, so Tony, he does have a little bit more opportunity if he do 100 yards a game. But that's interesting. And so
guaranteed.
We move on. Dawn Staley. Recently, when they played, she had on a jersey from Cheney. Cheney is the only historically black college university to play in the final of a Division I championship. That was the Lady Wolves of Cheney. Dawn wore the jersey in honor of that, and Vivian Stringer, Coach Vivian Stringer, the great African American female woman basketball coach. Again. Quite tremendous in her works with regards to touching the lives of other folks and being an example for other people. Dawn Ward. So I got to say this and throw it out there. Like Dawn Staley, I think is probably one of the best voices for parity, equality, equity regarding coaches, especially black coaches, male or female. What's your thoughts on that? Because I think Dawn Staley is being a voice and using her platform to be a real voice for black people in general, regardless of if it's male or female. She's out there. What's your thoughts about Dawn Staley?
Hey, you know what? I love Dawn Staley. Like I said, I met her at Dunkin' Donuts in Marietta. While back when my daughter was like 11 years old, and she said, when your daughter get ready, I'm gonna draft her. I'm gonna, I love her for that because my daughter was only 11 years old, big girl, but she written to be one of the greatest ball players in Georgia, and matter of fact, in the U.S. So Dawn is a voice for women, not just a voice for basketball, not just a voice for NCAA. She's a voice for women's, period.
All right.
When you go to Dawn Staley, you go as a girl. When you leave her, you leave as a woman. Period. She's the voice that we need. She's classy. She's winning. She's a good teacher. She's a good pioneer. She know her history. When she mentioned Cheney and when she mentioned the Rutgers coach, when she mentioned them, those coaches is a pioneer. Temple with Don Cheney, Rutgers with Vivian, and they did. I love Dawn. I love Dawn, what she's doing. I love her as a person. Anytime Dawn on TV, I stop and I listen to her. She taught not only women, she taught just men's in general, everybody, how to be classy, how to represent yourself, how to represent your family. I have never heard any negative thing about her, even when she was in college, even when she was in the WNBA, even when she was in the Olympics. I never heard anybody say one bad word about her. And you got to realize, she was a little person, but she was one of the best point guard, best women basketball player that ever lived. And that's my tribute to Dawn Staley. And like I said, I love the young lady, and she gonna keep winning. And she's a class act. Ain't too many women I can put in this here class act, but she's a class act.
So, Coach Bernard Brown, you saw at Dunkin' Donuts.
I met at Dunkin' Donuts.
because I know that some of our people out there checking out the show, they want to know. Basically, I know they're saying, did Bernard bother her and beg her to buy some donuts for him too, and some coffee? I know.
No,
Did you do that? Did you do that? Because people know. Yeah.
No, this is what happened. She was getting coffee, and I had a 1 o'clock. Me and my daughter had a 1 o'clock game at All Tournament Park. I had a 1 o'clock basketball game, and I went in there around about 10 o'clock to get some coffee. And she was coming to see a couple players. She was coming to see a couple basketball players, and that's how I ran into her. Her and the white lady that stood her assistant coach. And I don't eat Dunkin' Donuts because I don't like too much sugar, because I already put a lot of sugar and cream in my coffee. So I don't eat the donuts. It's too much sugar, Jamal. So no, I just had black coffee. I had 4 cream, 6 sugar in my coffee. And I still got 4 cream and 6 sugar in my coffee today. I don't eat the donuts. It's too sweet. Hey.
America, do you believe that? I thought so.
Okay, Bernard. Yeah, okay, we got.
I get sugar diabetes. I already got a sweet sugar in shorty. I don't need too much sugar, man. I might have to take the insulin shot, man. I don't need all that sugar.
Coach Bernard Brown continues to get it confused. This is not America After Dark. This is not America After Dark. This is not the Rabble. This is not the Rabble. Not America After Dark.
I'm sorry.
Not the Rabble. Not America After Dark. So
okay.
Yeah, this is Ebony Sports Reporters. That's what is going on. That's what's happening right now. Okay. So, Jaylen Brown, there are issues going on in Boston. Jaylen Brown. Jaylen said that he feel like he ain't getting no love. He feel like he ain't getting no love, coach. What's going on? And you know Jaylen Brown too.
Yeah. Let me tell you one thing about Jaylen. He's a very humble young man. And if Jaylen say anything, then it's true. Because he's not the type of person just run, and he don't like controversy. So if Jaylen said that, it's true. I think they're not giving Jaylen love. I think Jaylen is the best basketball player that Boston have. I think he versatile. I think he do not disappear in the playoffs like the other young fella do. And I think Jaylen need to ask for a trade and go to the Atlanta Hawks. Trade him for Trae Young. And send him to Atlanta Hawks and send Trae Young to Boston. That's what should happen. Yeah. Boston need a point guard, send Trae over there, and the Hawks need leadership, send Jaylen over there. Period.
So you're saying Marcus Smart is not good enough, coach, for Boston?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. Marcus, he just defense. Marcus, nah. I think I just told you, let's make that trade. Send Jaylen Brown to the Hawks and send Trae Young, Trae Young to the Boston Celtics, and everybody will be in a win-win situation. Guaranteed. Because right now, ain't no boys ain't listening to Trae Young in the locker room. He just got 2 black coaches fired within a year and a half. Within 2 years. They're not listening to him. They're not.
Okay.
He's not the leader. They got to trust me. That locker room is split up. They're not listening to him.
Okay.
You know, so they need to make that trade. If Jaylen Brown is on the trading block, I'll be the first one make that call. Yeah, that's that boy. He went to Wheeler High School. He gave back to the community when the pandemic hit. He donated so much money. When Floyd got killed, he told them he the one led that he led that protest in Atlanta, Georgia. He led it. He gave back. People don't know, man. This dude is a community man, young man. He give back to his community. All Trae want to do is trying to be Steph Curry.
Mm.
And there's only one Steph Curry, little boy.
Mm. Wow. Coach Bernard Brown.
Yeah. Hey, I've been ready for this show, man. I did my research.
Trae Young.
I have your jerseys. I don't have no issue with you. Coach Bernard Brown, that's a different story. His opinion is his opinion, but I have your jerseys, Trae.
Yeah.
So
okay. And let me ask you a question. What have Trae done? What have Trae Young done lately? What have he done lately? He cannot go on the road and sell out. He cannot. He won't not. Period.
Okay.
He cannot go on the road and sell out. John Morant can go on the road and sell out. Steph Curry can go on the road and sell out. Zion Williams can go on the road and sell out. Jaylen Brown can go on the road and sell out. Trae can't go on the road no more to sell out because he already got that label as a coach killer. Ask any NBA player right now. Ask them what they say about he's a coach killer. You got rid of. He's a coach killer. Period. It's all about him, little boy. It's not about you. Yeah. So Grant Hill, the owner of one of the owners of the Atlanta Hawks, man, get your butt out your head and look and see what's really going on.
Wow.
Yeah. And the only reason why Atlanta Hawks got so many a lot of people coming to the game because black folks is the only one supporting the Atlanta Falcons. They sell black folks. Atlanta Hawks, black folks. And the white folks supporting the Atlanta Braves. Look at it. Look at the numbers.
Okay. All right. And so we're going to go to our last topic. And that is Michael Jordan thinking about trying to sell majority interest, trying to think about selling majority interest. And what's going on with that? What do you think is happening? What is all that about? He just have a minority ownership stake with regards to Charlotte.
He should have been got out. He should have been sold that team. Michael Jordan is not a GM. Michael Jordan is not Michael. If you're a great player, that don't make you a great owner.
Right.
That don't make you a great GM. All that make you got a lot of money. And Mike expectation, because he's Michael Jordan, he expect every player on that to be up to his expectation, and that's not gonna happen.
Yes, gotcha.
That's like he destroyed Kwame Brown's career, destroyed his career. When he drafted him and he tried to make him, ain't nobody can live up to Michael Jordan. So I think Michael Jordan need to sell the ownership. A new ownership should have come in and go in another direction before he destroyed that boy's boy. So Mike, my boy, and I love Mike to death. I love him to death. Personally, I love him to death. But he's not a great owner, and he's not a great GM, and he's not a great president.
Okay.
So I guess he ain't gonna speak to me no more, just like he ain't spoke to Charles Barkley in 10 years, and Charles Barkley said the same thing.
Well, hey, that's what it's about. And so since what's going to happen probably next week, some of the videos that we have that are timeless videos, we'll let you see the videos. Our producer from Windsor Forest, not necessarily able to handle it tonight. Again, some technical difficulties. And this is going to conclude Ebony Sports Reports for this week with Coach Bernard Brown and Jamal Ray. And guess what? We are going to be on our best behavior on the show, so that way we don't have no issues with nobody.
Hey, and you know what, Jamal, man? We did a lot of good history, man. I mean, I guarantee these folks didn't know I have knowledge about sports. But Jamal, let them know. I'm not cussing. Yeah, I cuss. But it's my cussing, right, Jamal?
It's Coach Bernard Brown. So understand. That's why I tell him he has to be. That's his job. He's supposed to be doing. See, he want to be wild, and I tell him, no, that ain't the show for you. This ain't the show for you to be wild. This is the I need you to be spitting out the information. So that's what's going on. He's being responsible because you know why? Because his boy ain't here. He ain't got somebody. He got.
Damn!
That's what
I done bust him out.
He can't act up. See, he got to be the person that I know he's supposed to be. See, because if that other one's here, that Coach Julius Hall, then guess what? Oh, they're just act a fool. They're just act a fool.
Yeah.
All that. But we're gonna see y'all next week.
Next week, and I promise you, I ain't promised you too, Jamal, that I would do better.
Yes. Because Julius Hall ain't here. We're gonna see when Julius Hall is here. When he here, Coach Julius Hall is here. Then we'll see. Then we'll go and say, yeah.
No, I promise you.
Then we're gonna say state championship. That what we're gonna say state championship. Yeah. That when we say you're a winner then. We'll say you're a winner then. We'll say you're a winner then. Okay.
Oh, that's right. You got state championship, Jamal? You got state championship?
We're signing out right now. Ebony Sports Reporters. See you next week. The producer.